So that is how the go seek works.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Rosa, please, can you repeat that process again?
For the the go seek.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this was
Hello,
our
sir. Good evening, sir.
this was our
Yeah,
our,
that one.
our original
Yeah.
data. Yeah. Yeah. Who was talking?
Hello, good evening. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, Charles.
Yeah, sir.
Good
In
evening.
this data set, please. I don't think I have it.
This is not much. You can easily type this now. It's not the whole thing. Just type just this.
Okay, just okay.
Yeah, this is what we are working with. This one. These other ones are just
All
like
right.
a repetition of the same thing. So don't bother about these ones. This is what
Okay.
we are working with. Yeah. Okay, so I want to take it again. Now, our objective, like I said, is to set the profit to 10 million by changing sales. Okay. Now your cell pointer can be anywhere when you begin the process. It doesn't mean you don't have to place it there, it can be anywhere. But the procedure is to go to the data tab, click on data, you go to what if analysis, click on go seek, and then a dialog box. Let's mute, please. A dialog box opens up. Of course, you just need to answer 3 questions here. 1, set cell. What cell do you want to set? We are setting this cell to a certain value. We're going to set this cell, set it to what value? To 10 million. By changing what cell? By changing the sales value cells. So I click on the sales value there. Then, okay. So it tells you it has done it. Target value was 10 million, current value 10 million, which means it's successful. Click on OK. So it's done. So what it has done is it has set profit to 10 million by changing sales, and the value of sales that is needed to achieve this 10 million is 2816.2, which is actually, you have to approximate that, which is 22,817. So if
Sorry, sir.
yes, go ahead.
What should be the set cell?
What do you mean?
In my go seek,
Yes.
I'm seeing set cell to value by changing cell. What should be the set cell?
10 million. 10 million.
Okay. Approximately.
So no, not 10 million. Click. Wait. Hold on. Let me take it again. Do you have your data now?
Yes, I do now.
Okay, just follow me now.
All right.
Okay, so I've undone it. So I go to data tab, click on what if analysis, click on go seek.
Yes.
Are you here now?
Yeah.
You can delete whatever is there, right?
Yes.
Then you
Yes,
click
sir.
the cell where you want the 10 million to be. Just click that cell.
Okay.
Then you go to the next box there, where it's asking
To
for
value.
value. The value will be 10 million. By changing what cell? By changing the sales value cell, which is this one. Click on the 2000 there. Okay, click OK. So this is how it works. Okay. Is it clear now? Charles, are you okay now?
Sorry, by changing cell.
By changing what? By changing cell, you click this cell, where you have 2000, just click on it. Are you okay now? Charles, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Are you okay
I know
now?
what's happening to my system.
But do you understand what I've explained?
I just came in, so I don't really get the stuff.
That would be difficult to start all over. It will be difficult. That would take a while. So maybe we should move on so that maybe when you see the recording. Okay. But at least you got the steps I gave you just now, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
So is it working now? Did you get this figure?
No,
What did you get?
I don't know what's happening. Say cell must contain a formula.
Okay, I see the problem now. Okay, that's right. So what you do, this place where you have that 7,000, this value, right? Type
Okay.
the formula. You don't just type it like this. You have to type the formula that was used to realize it. Okay? You understand?
Okay.
See what you are going to type in this cell, but I'll do it here. But your own should be in this cell. Let me use this one to illustrate it. See what you are going to do. You are going to say equals
Okay.
Price. Click on price.
Okay.
Times. Click on sales. Minus. Click on
Unit cost.
unit costs. Times what again? Sales.
Yeah.
Enter. So that should give you this value.
Exactly.
Okay, so do it now. Try it again now.
All right.
Assuming you want to increase or decrease the profit margin, the same procedure.
If you want to increase the profit margin,
I want to decrease it now. This is 10 million now. Say want to bring it down to 5 million.
but that's very unlikely. That's a very unlikely goal anyway.
Yeah, I know, but just
yes, you can. You can do that. The same procedure, yes. Do the same procedure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move on, sir.
Charles, you have gotten it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me ask you now. So what volume of sales do you think is needed to realize this 10 million?
The volume of sales.
You know what I mean by sales?
Okay. It
That's
should be
quantity of the
the
product sold.
2000.
The quantity of the product sold.
Yeah.
So what quantity of product do you think needs to be sold to achieve this profit?
Which is that 2,800 if we approximate it to be 817.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know why we're approximating it?
No.
Okay. Suppose, give an example of a product that can be offered for sale.
Okay, let's say standing fan.
Standing fan. Okay. Can you
Yeah.
sell 2,816.901408
Not at all.
standing fans?
Not at all, sir.
Uh-huh. With me, you for one of them
That,
you have to cut it and sell a
yes.
small part of it, which is not possible. So this
Yeah, exactly.
has to be a whole number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's approximated. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
of course, when you approximate it, which means profit will now be a little above this, right?
Above. Yes.
But that doesn't hurt. That will not ruin the company. It will,
Not at all.
in fact, it will even be good news, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's that.
So
So
what's
now
the use of
let's
what's the
move
use
on.
of
What?
okay, this is just to check the quantity of goods sold, like the amount of quantity or the sales.
Come again.
I think this whole process, like using the goal seek what if analysis, is to check amount of quantity of goods sold
It's not
for a
only
particular
for
price or
quantity
something.
of goods, so it can be any other type of data. It doesn't have to be sales data. Okay, it could be provided
Mm.
it is something calculated. The value has to be a calculated value. And then you want to achieve a particular. Let's say you want to achieve a particular figure or particular objective by changing another variable. That's just that's what is there. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, so by goal seeking is to set an objective by changing a variable, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be exactly this type of data. Okay, but the thing about seek is that it's usually just two variables: the target objective variable and an input variable that needs to be changed. That's all. Okay,
Okay, sir.
exactly. Yeah, it could be something else. It could be maybe, for example, if a loan is given to customers at different interest rates. Okay, what can the customer get at the like fixed deposit, for example? You have principal time rates. Okay, you say, okay, at different levels of principal, what is the total amount that the person will get at the end of the day? That kind of thing. It can also be done with goal seek. Okay. All right. So now
Okay.
let's look at um, data table. I told you that under what if analysis, we have goal seek, we have data table, and we have scenario map.
Never mind.
Yeah. So how does the data table work? Now, the data table, um, the idea behind it is sort of similar to goal seek. But the thing is, with the data table will help you calculate various, you can see here our objective was to set profit to a particular value. For data table, we have many different values, alternatives, many different options for the profits. Okay. Based on many different sales values, the corresponding profits are computed. You understand? So that it can be used for reference purposes. For example, let's say we are doing goal seek now. We can say, okay, if we want to if we have sales of 2,000, what profit do we have? We have sales of 3,000, what profit do we have? We have sales of 4,000, something like that. So the data table helps you to compute all that, and lay it out in the form of a table. like this. Okay, so let's see how this works. Let's copy this down so we don't interfere with what is already here. Okay. Better still, let me copy this whole of this. Let me just copy the whole of this page, this sheet, and take it out. So we can play around with it the way we like. Now you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did I say want to look at now?
Data table.
Data table. All right. So now, before you do your data table, you need to already have computed something like this, right? Okay, let's say we want to create a data table for this data. We have to do the computation first. Don't forget, you saw the challenge you were having when you just typed this value when it was not computed. Okay, now you have to ensure that the objective value, which in this case is profit, must be a computed value, must be a formula. If it's not a formula, go-seek doesn't work and data table doesn't work. Okay, it has to be a formula. So that's the rule of the game. All right, so let me see. Let me delete all this so that I use it. Okay, so basically what you do, just type your sales profit, because in this case, we want to see how the profit that can be made based on different sales level. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to compute now. Okay, so how do we do that? So first of all, just type these ones, right? Just type your heading sales profit, and give a gap like this. You see why. Give a gap, then start from here. You can just type all this. Hope you know this is very easy to type. Hmm? Is it difficult to type all this?
You just drag it.
Yeah. So just type the first two, click, drag. Okay, so that doesn't take you much time to type. So what I've done so far is clear, right? Is there anything, have I done anything that is strange now? Just type your heading, type all this, that's all. So can we proceed? Can we? Please, we do recording of these classes. So when we respond, the recording will come out better. So please let's
Okay, sir.
be responding. Otherwise, the recording will not come out to the summer. It will not be nice. Okay, so look at the way I've arranged it. You see, I gave a space here. The reason is because I'm going to do something here. Okay, at this point here. So I need this space to be there. All right, so let's go ahead. So how do you do your data table? After laying out your data like that, of course, how do you decide on these values? I mean, it just depends on what is needed. Okay, like in this case, I decided to start from 1,005 up to 10,000. Right, so you click here, up here, because we want our profits to be here, rather actually here. Okay, so what you are going to do here is just to help data table to do the computation. Okay, so what do? You click here, and then you click the calculated profits cell. Sorry, you click here, you type equal to, then you click the calculated, oh, sorry, type equal to, you click the calculated value here. What do you think is happening here? I think the color is set to white.
So you've not typed the equal to.
I have done that.
Oh.
1 minute. Type equal to, and then you click on the computed profits. You press enter, okay? Then you highlight the whole thing. Okay, then you go to the data tab, click on data, click on what if analysis, click on data table. Then it's asking you a question here. It says row input cell or column input cell. What do you think the input is here? Sales. Sales is the input that's going to be used to compute profit. So you click in the column box. Why? Because these sales values, they are laid out in a column. Column is vertical. So you come here, click that box, and then you go and click your sales cell. Okay. And then you click OK. So you see it automatically computes the whole thing for you. Now, how do you ascertain if this is correct? Just look at it. When sales is 2,000, what is profit? 7.1. So check it. 2,000, 7.1. So it's correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it has given you the different values. It's telling you that with sales of 1,500, you get this profit. With sales of 3,000, you get this. With sales of 6,000, you get this. With sales of 10,000, you get this. So that's what the data table does for you. Now, this one is not part of the table as such. I hope you know. This just aided the data table in carrying out the computation. So if you don't want it to be visible, you can change its color. You can change its color, maybe to white. Just change the font color to white. White on white will not show. So this is how to do a data table. Meanwhile, this is a one-dimensional data table, 1D data table. Why? Because you are dealing with one dimension. We are dealing with just
dimension.
column here. We are not dealing with columns and rows. We can also do a two-dimensional data table, which I will explain next. So we can do a two-dimensional data table as well. But I hope this is clear.
Yes, sir. Very clear.
Okay, so now let's move on to the 2D data table. Now, the 2D data table, now if you look at the 1D data table, you will notice that in the 1D data table, we use one input cell, which is sales, just one. In 2D data table, you use two inputs. Okay. For example, we may be using maybe sales and price. This is sales now. These are sales values. These are price values. These are price values. Okay.
Okay.
So what this is saying, for example, like here, is saying that if you are able to sell 3,500 units at 6,000, this is the profit you make.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're able to sell 3,000 units at 4,000 naira, this is the
4,000 naira.
So you understand. So it's a comprehensive table that tells you what you will sell, but given a certain price and a certain sales volume. Now, in all of this, there's still a constant, right? Now, in this one, what was the constant, or what were the constant in this data table?
This 7.1 million.
What were the constants? Sales is a
The profit
variable,
and
profit
the
is a
sales.
variable. What are the constants?
Yeah.
Do you understand my question?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think the constants are?
I think the sales is the constant.
The sales.
No,
No, the profits.
no, no.
No.
Yeah, you're now
Okay, profits being the sales.
you're now wondering what
It's
else
true.
it could be.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
The constant. The
Yes.
constant should be the price. No.
Yes.
Yes,
Price and what?
5,000.
And unit cost.
And unit cost. Yes,
It's
that's
Now,
true. Price and
yes.
unit cost.
Yes. In this computation, sales
Yes.
and profit are changing.
Yes,
But,
that's true.
but the price
Price and unit cost
and unit cost remains
constant.
constant. So it's assumed that in all of these, the price is 5,000 and the unit cost is 1,450 in this whole computation.
In this one.
Whether the sales is 2,000 or 4,000 or 750, price is 5,000.
The price is
Unit
still
cost is
5,000.
1,450. So those are the constants, right? These variables are sales and profit.
So this today, I think this today is
But for 2D,
to be only unit cost.
now you have how many variables here? How many variables do you have here?
I think 3 variables.
3.
Yeah.
Thank you. 3 variables. What are the 3 variables?
The price, the sales, and the profit.
Thank you very much. That's good. So the variables here are price, sales, and profits, which means, but something is still constant, right?
Yeah, unit cost.
Unit cost remains constant, yes. Hope we are all together. So the unit cost is constant, but
Yes, sir.
these two are variables. Price is a
Yes.
variable, sales is a
Sales is variable.
okay.
Profit.
Now this formatting is just to make it look nice. You don't have to format it this way. But I hope we can all do
Okay.
this. Hope we can all do this. What I simply did here is that I just merged the cells here. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I did there. Just highlight, click on merge and center. That's all. Then here, who can guess what I did here? What did I do here? Can you do
Okay.
can you format your
Mm.
cell like this?
For the rows it's easy, but this says I don't really know how you turn how you make it vertical. So that's the only problem.
Okay,
It's not the
okay,
same thing.
okay. Let me do it here. Let me do it here. Let me do it here. Let me say I type sales here now.
It's the same thing now. You
Yeah.
light and you merge.
Yes. After merging, how do you turn it?
Okay, you go to your man, this thing.
You highlight,
So let's see.
you
Think.
merge, then to turn it, right click, go to
Yeah,
format cells,
format cells.
you go to alignment, click on alignment, then you come to this place, orientation. Okay. Is it that you can use
Turn it.
you can use angle here, just type 90 degrees, but if you are not used to such, if you are not used to that, no problem. No problem with that. If you are not used to that, you can just drag it. Just click on this red point here and drag it like this, which means you want it to point up like that. Okay. To face up like that. Click OK. Becomes like this. Then, what more can you do? You centralize it. Click on this center here. What is left now?
Then you broaden it and increase the font. I understand the rest.
You know the rest.
Mm.
So, is it clear?
Okay.
So that's how you do that formatting. Okay, so now let's face the real thing now, which we are here for. We want to compute this data table. We want to generate these profit values. Okay. Then of course, in a real life scenario, how would you title this? How would you title this in a real life scenario? Would you write 2D data table? Hmm?
No, I don't think so.
You won't write this.
No.
Let's say, for
Mm-mm.
example, you are working an office and you need to create this table for some workers to be using, for their work. You are not going to do this. You will just say profits realized based on given amounts, given values of price and sales.
Yeah.
Something like that, something descriptive, not because we are learning, that's why we are saying 2D data table. Hope you understand. So you title it properly. Okay, so now let's do the computation. Now, see what you need to always remember. When you are doing a 1D data table, you organize your data like that. You are going to start from up here. Okay? From up here. This is where you start from. This is where you place the profits, the already computed profits here. That will be the basis for doing the entire computation. But when you are doing a 2D data table, you just lay it out. You put the column data here. These are sales values. Put your
The price.
there. Let me delete. All these will not be there originally, of course. These are what you are going to calculate. So you are going to format it like this. You have your various price levels. You have your sales. Okay. Then this is where you begin from. The junction, the point of intersection of the rows and columns here.
Okay.
So what do you do there? You just place your cursor there. Type equal to. And then, of course, I think I also changed this one to white again. That's why you are not seeing it. Let me change it back. You should be able to see that from here anyway. Let me change it back to automatic or black. Okay, so just type equals, and then you click the already computed profits.
Okay.
Then you highlight the whole thing. So guess what I'm supposed to do next now? Go to data and go where? Click on what if analysis. Click on
Data table.
table. And then here you are now going to supply row data and
Column.
for row, that is price. For row data, that's price. So you are going to click the price value here. For column data, which is sales, you are going to click the sales value.
The row is what?
The row is price. Look at its price. These are
The row is sales. Okay.
no, the
The
row is
column is
price.
The row is price. Okay.
The row is price. You remember when we're doing the